We're getting towards the end of this program, and I want you to know that the entire journal, the entire diary for this program will be filled out so that should you want to print it and keep it and work on it and kind of go deeper into this work, because it's come here, Ruby. It's not one and done. It's a process. It's an ongoing process. So I really want to invite you to do the work for you. It's ongoing. It's, you know that. I know that you know that whenever you're on a healing journey of any kind, and for most of us, if this has been, an ongoing situation, and you've been, kind of on that path of, up 10, down 10, up 20, down 10, and you've been holding weight on your frame, on your human body, then 21 days is definitely a good start to start the conversation with yourself. But it's an ongoing journey, and we can always look for the next hot diet, and we can always order the food, and we can always jump on the next drink and all of that. And we can also go inside, because this is definitely where the answer is. Alexa and Google don't have the answer. And we can always walk ourselves home. And the more and more and the longer that I'm in this, online journey and having a business and doing personal development work, the more certain things reveal themselves. And trust, self-trust, we talk so much about self-love. Trust is such a foundation to that. And trusting that we're going to listen, trusting that we're going to show up, trusting that we're going to do the work, starting something and going, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then, yeah, I didn't do it. And then whatever we make that mean, like, I didn't do that again, or I said I was going to do that and then I didn't. And then making it mean whatever it is that we make it mean, or just saying like, okay, so I'm going to start from here. Every day is another start. Every day is another beginning. And we make things mean whatever we make them mean. And we decide, right? So having self-trust is one of the most powerful ingredients to everything. Self-trust is the elixir to everything. So today's section and message and piece, code, wire of I am you. We are the same. As much as we're completely different, right? There's one me, there's one you, there's one her, there's literally one copy of each of us, which is so fascinating in a world that feels like, there's so much similarity and so much copy, right? Like you go to the store and there's like a whole rack of the same dresses, and then there's a trend and everybody's doing the same dance, or buying the same, whatever it is, wearing our hair the same, balayage, everybody's getting their hair done the same, or, whatever it is, whatever the hot thing is, big hips, big lips, whatever it is. The truth is that there's one of each of us, literally one of each of us, which is stunning to really think about. There's one. And so for many of us in particular, like in the online space, and I have been attracting, obviously, business coach, and I help people with their business and start it and scale it and make money online and all of that. And that's what the space that I've been in is, like really wanting to stand out. And, my God, there's so many people that do weight loss or do business coaching or do healing or this and that. And it's like, no, there's just one, you. There's just one. And yet, on the flip side, we're so much alike. We're so much alike. And that's what today's message is all about. That when we're connected and connecting, When we really see how similar we really are, when we really realize that, the woman next to me, wherever next to me is, so it's the woman in the group, you're in a group of 19 women or in a group of 1900 women or in a group of 19,000 women, whatever it is, this woman's probably more similar to me than I really realize. I could probably find commonality with this woman in 5 minutes if I really talk to her. We're really so much more alike as humans than we really realize. We have a lot of commonalities. And in this arena, in this conversation of weightlessness, of really wanting to be in a body that we love and eat what we love and wear what we love whenever we want and walk around feeling so good every single day, not every once in a while, not on occasion, but literally every single day. Move in a way that we love. I really believe that that's a universal desire that every woman, every sister has. So I really believe that I am you, you are me. We are the same in that regard. I really believe that this is a desire that we all have. And so when we're looking at another woman and we think, oh yeah, she has it easy. Oh yeah, it's, easier for her. Or, yeah, well, she can't relate. I'm like this, she's like that, yeah, she doesn't, you don't know. You have no idea what it's like to walk in another woman's shoes or skin or body. We don't know. We make stories up about what we think somebody else's human feeling being experiences. We just make it up. We literally do not know. We barely know what it's like to be in our experience. We literally barely know what we think, because what we think changes and what we feel changes. Because we know, right? Like we think something at 10 o'clock and we feel something and we're like, oh yeah, I feel better. Yeah, I know, I was feeling kind of this way before, but I feel better. Thanks. Have you ever had that? Feeling kind of low or shitty or crappy or anxious or some sort of way, and then you feel better. But we think that we know how somebody else feels. Oh yeah, I think she's kind of bitchy. I think she's kind of grumpy. I think she's all full of herself. I think. We don't know. We barely know our fucking selves, let alone what she thinks or feels at any given moment. We're so much more alike. And if we can really have an enormous, and I'm not talking a little bit, I mean a freaking lot of it, a lot of it. I mean gigantic heaps amount a bit of love for other people, other women. Huge. When it comes to let's just take this conversation. I mean, we can apply it to every conversation, but right now we're just talking about this conversation. But imagine if we applied it to every conversation, what kind of world we would live in. I am you. You are me. We're the same. We're the same. And this continuum that we are living on, we're in different parts of the continuum called life. And what happens is a lot of times is that we idealize people, women, men, humans that are in different parts of the continuum. Because we imagine, right? Like, oh, when I'm like that, I'm going to have the man of my dreams. I'm going to have the life of my dreams, the house of my dreams. I'm going to have money. And we do this. It's the fantasy thinking that as soon as this, then that. If only this, then that. And we really, in order to really understand and master energy, we really have to understand and really listen, mind our minds, and really know when we're in the energy of, if only this, as soon as I that, if only this, as soon as I that, and realize now, this is the moment. You're in this moment now. This is the only moment that we have. This moment is extraordinary. Everything that you have, need, want, desire is here now. This moment. There's no if only, and as soon as I. That doesn't exist. That does not exist. That's like Walt Disney. That is literally Walt Disney. If only, and as soon as I is Walt Disney. We have now. We have now. Where are we now? Loving now. Gratitude for now. Being in this moment now. Really sinking into and breathing into right now. What are we doing now? Right? What are we doing right now? Where are we now? Are we moving our body now? Are we moving through now? Are we taking inspired action now? What are we literally doing now? Are we sitting still now? Are we reaching out to people now? Are we connecting? Are we in relationships now? What are we literally, not figuratively, what are we literally doing to move ourselves now? And recognizing the energy that we're in. And sometimes, like I say, the smallest steps, the smallest things, like the hundreds, that's a small act. That's not big. But done over time, you get a result. Like, oh my God, I feel better. My posture's better. My stomach's flatter. I'm kind of feeling more confident. I did the hundreds every day for 3 weeks. I feel kind of good. That's kind of cool. Wow. I took action. Action. It is a universal law. These universal laws, when done, create mastery. Action creates mastery. Minding our energy. Seeing ourselves as the same. Recognizing ourselves in each other is really powerful. So in this message, I'm kind of combining a lot of these messages together. Our life, who we are in the life, the energy that we bring to who we are in the life. You see how it's all sort of like coming together. Who we are in the life, who we are in the energy in the life, and who we are in the life, in the energy, in the life, and how we interact with other people in the life as we are interacting is really the life that we create. I am you. You are me. We are literally reflections of each other. We reflect each other. We reflect something about each other. Hello, love. We literally reflect something about each other. And sometimes it's not that clear, right? Sometimes it's really clear. We're like, oh, I see myself in you in this way. And sometimes it's not that clear. It's like, What is it about her? Not really that sure. There's something about her that I like. There's something about her that activates me. There's something about her that agitates me. There's something about, have you ever watched somebody and you're like, she kind of bugs me, but like I keep watching her, but she kind of bugs me. There's a reflection there, and that's good. She is you, and you are her. Go figure it out. That's good. It's good when somebody triggers you in that way, annoys you in that way, agitates you in that way. It's good. It's good. Go find out what that is. I am you, you are me. That statement applies everywhere. When somebody agitates you, listen, the world is filled. And I'm going to continue to say this so that it really lands on you. Most people are neutral. Most of the people in the world that you come in contact with are neutral. You don't even notice them. You walk by them, you drive by them, you interact with them, and you don't even notice them. Think about the thousands and thousands of people in your life that you've interacted with. You don't even remember them. You don't even remember them. Neutral. Most people, neutral. Then there are those people that have agitated you. They were a reflection for a reason. For a reason. And if you can find the reason why they agitated you, that's a blessing. That maybe not a blessing, and maybe it is, but it's a lesson there for you, for growth, for progression, to grow your soul in some way. It's going to help you in your weightlessness. If you can see, I am you, you are me, we are the same. If you can expand into the knowing and into the growing that you're the same. You're the same. So if there's something there that agitates you and annoys you, it's okay. It's okay. Just be with that. Just recognize it. It's okay. There could be, doesn't mean that this is absolute and every single time. There could be something there that's a reflection. Just see what it is. Just see what it is. These learnings are going to expand you. And, when people talk about the quantum field and leaping and all of this stuff, they make it sound so fancy. This work, this detailed work, these slower conversations, when you take the time to actually sit with yourself when you're driving in the car and you go, I didn't really like that so much, or wow, I really loved her. Like that felt so good. That like exchange at the checkout counter with that woman. I loved that. I love that. Pause for a second and ask yourself, what was that? What did I love about that? Go back in your mind and just go backwards and break it down. What did you love? Did she look at you in a certain way? Were you laughing together? Were you bantering? Did she compliment you? Did you compliment her? Go back and revisit the conversation. Really, truly, what was it? What was it? Because that's going to tell you so much about you and her, which is also you. And you're going to learn a lot about what keeps you feeling lit up and light and happy and hot and jazzed and juicy. And I don't even like that word that much, but you know what I mean. And the same thing when something agitates you. Go back and break it down in little like clips, like you're watching a film, and break it down. Because the same thing applies. I am you, you are me. What happened? Look at yourself like you're watching a film. Look at you. Look at the person. Watch it. Watch the film called This Is Your Life. What happened? How were you? When did you go like, ugh, I've had enough here. Ugh. All right, that's it. Eh. When did you hit that point where you were like, yeesh, that's it. I am you. You are me. We're the same. What happened? When did that person or the situation trigger you to the point where you were like, ish, I want your manager. That's it. Learn about yourself. Become a student, because this is the weight that you're carrying. This is when you're done with that you go, I'm going to like fucking Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm fucking getting something for myself. This is when you overeat. This is when it happens. This is when you get indulgent in a way that's really not that decadent, when it's really much more hurtful. But you got to take the time to sit with yourself in your car, when you're on a walk, and really ticker tape backwards with the really feel goods. What is it about this woman or this guy or this my kid or that situation that felt so good? And go slowly in little clips, go backwards and go, you know what it was? It's the way that we are playful with each other. It's the way that we giggle with each other. It's the way that she gets me and then I get her, and it's the way she's patient with me. It's the way she lets me unpack my shit. It's the way that she like took extra time in the boutique and went and got me 3 more things that I loved. It was the way that she, remembered me from the last time and it made me feel so special. It was the way that she listened when I said such and such, and it's the way that she told me a story after I told her a story. It's the way that she didn't make it about her when I said something, and I love when people do that. Understand what it is about you that makes you feel connected to other people, and it will enrich you, and it will free you from carrying extra, and it'll lighten you and enlighten you. The more enlightened you become, the lighter you will become. But by not becoming enlightened, you become heavier. And part of the rushing through everything and then the racing to just the next drink or pill or diet or whatever, not doing the work, is we don't become enlightened. And I love the fact that enlightenment has the word light in it, like weightlessness. There's some floatiness about the word. We have to just slow down and see that, situations and people are reflections, like light reflects. And there's clues everywhere that teach us. I had a conversation this morning with a woman that I don't really know very well. She's in this group and she's in another group. She's a client, a new client, and I really don't know her very well. But we exchanged a quick chat in Messenger this morning. And I got really lit up. I got really like excited. And that taught me something more about what lights me up. And I thanked her. I said, thank you so much for this little chat. It really excited me. It ignited me. And it's teaching me more about what lights me up. I keep getting clues and hits about ding, what gets me excited. And I deserve and desire a life and doing life and being in life with that feeling like, yeek, tell me more. You're doing a big launch in August? Tell me more. I want to know more. Tell me more. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. And you're doing what and what? And yep, tell me more. Geek. I want to know more. All my senses are like, eek. that teaches me something about me as I'm listening to her. Do you hear what I'm saying? I am you, you are me, we are the same. So what is that teaching me? It's teaching me that I get activated. Like, now I don't know the details. I don't know her income. I don't know what level she's at. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to make any assumptions. I don't know. Maybe a 5K launch would be the greatest thing in her whole life. Maybe a 30K launch would be the most exciting thing in her whole launch. I don't know. But just hearing, like, I'm doing a huge launch in August. Eek. And I'm opening up another office in another state. Eek. I'm like, that's so amazing. I love it. Congratulations. That's so awesome. It gets me like, eek. That's exciting. So it teaches me about me listening to her. Fires me up. Eek. See what I'm saying? Listen and attune to your truth. What weighs you down? What fires you up? What makes you happy? What makes you light? Just curious. I'm always curious how the teachings and the transmissions land on you, so please do share. I know a lot of times in this journey I felt very separate from women. I just idolized, like, oh my God, if you're in that body, you must be ... Or if you're in that body, like if a woman was very heavy, or I just assumed, oh my God, you must be miserable. The truth is, we don't know how somebody is or isn't. We don't know. We don't know. Right? So I can't assume that I know what somebody's journey is or isn't. But I think that we're more similar than we are different. I think that we're more similar than we are different. I really do. So, and I think that if we really sit with ourselves and we really look at, like, how do we feel when we're with other people, and we really break it down for the better and for the worse, like when we're activated and agitated, when we're excited, when we feel accelerated, when we feel, like somebody's really helping us get to another level. Like, why is that? What is it? What is the components about the interaction? Really break that down. You're going to learn so much about yourself. And the other way, when you feel, what is that? What's happening? You're going to learn a lot. And it's really going to help you to lighten up, to really start to feel a sense of weightlessness. And the lighter that you are, the more you're able to take up all the room in the world that you want, whatever it is that you want, and move in a way in the world that is just free, Okay. So yesterday we were supposed to drop the movement drop. We didn't drop it yesterday, so we're going to drop it today. My apologies that it's late. We'll drop it today. We're also going to round out the journal diary. So that will be here before the group closes. It might be Sunday before we drop it, but there'll be a complete journal, so you can kind of work through this and print it, and print a couple of copies for yourself, so that if you want to work on it multiple times, that's kind of a nice thing to do for yourself. Eventually it'll be on Amazon as a journal that can be purchased, which is really awesome. Same thing with Paper Potency. It will be a product, like an actual product that will be available just like a series of journals that will be available. And this course will be a self-paced course that will be available. This will be available right away, just as it is for self-paced, but I'm going to re-record it in the modules, and so that it's not done as a Facebook Live, and it'll be re-recorded as modules for self-study. So, and then it'll have the journal come with it. So, so that's what I have for you today. So I just want you to really, really kind of, as you're going through your day, and to give just really reflection and enlightenment, and relate enlightenment to enlightenment, and see how that unfolds and unpacks. And with all of my work, you will find, and I know Renee will really, really relate to this, because we took a course in the 90s with Justin Sterling, and we literally talk about Justin's work to this day. And we'll say, like Justin says, remember Justin said? And that is, you know, I dare even say that my work is like that, but there are times where, you know, I'll refer to, like, I think Consciously Confident has a lot of that kind of work, that kind of, like, you know, sort of the density of the work really is to that degree. And I feel like there are things in this body of work, because it really is work that kind of came over a course of a lifetime, you know, like it really was the journey of my life of dieting and truly suffering, and then surrendering and becoming free. And this piece of being able to see women as the same, and not idealizing them and seeing them on a pedestal as better than and more than, and only if only, or, oh, poor pitiful you know, these big swings of like, and oh, but really kind of saw them more as a reflection and the humanity of ourselves, and not just women, people, humans. I really got to focus more on myself and my own feelings. I was so disconnected from my own self. And the more that I put myself back in my own body, the more I was able to connect to myself and my healing. And this is a really big takeaway today. Less idealizing movie stars, the woman in the yoga studio, the one that has the great body, less feeling sorry for somebody who's morbidly obese and thinking that they're suffering and this and that, less of all of this noise, and more going back into my own body and identifying, what am I thinking, feeling? What is my own experience? And really understanding, what is my experience when I'm with myself and with other people in the world, so that I can really experience weightlessness for myself, and freedom and surrender. Let me see what this comment is. Oh. I remember how he talked about how we each experience how love uniquely experience and show love uniquely, and recognizing that in our partner in a different way, and ways, is quite enlightening. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I remember one very specific, it's funny, it has to do with food. Isn't that funny? Isn't that interesting? But I remember there was a part where he talked about, like, a woman would, you know, make her husband or boyfriend, you know, pastrami, or I don't know if it was pastrami, but for some reason in my mind it's pastrami. And, you know, and he'd be like, he didn't want that. and she was so yeah, the sandwich. She'd make a sandwich, and here's the sandwich, here's the sandwich, and like he wanted something else. And it's like missing, like just missing. It's like I remember in my relationship with Eric, I made him chicken parmesan, and it was so stressful for me. I made it from scratch. I beat the chicken and I got it really flat, and I got the cheese and the breadcrumbs and the eggs and flipped it over, and it was incredible. I had never made it before, and it was incredible. And he was like, "Oh my God, I've never had anything like this in my life before." And of course I never did that again. And and then after that I was like, "Do you want peanut butter and jelly?" And he's like, "Where's the chicken parmesan?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's never going to happen again." And it's like I was trying to really show my love, like I was really trying to show my love and attention, and it worked, because he was like, "Wow, yowza, that was amazing." And then I'm, giving him chips and salsa in a cup. And he's like, "Where's the chicken parm?" And I slaved over that chicken parm. I really put my heart and soul into it, and he noticed. And then after that, I was like, "Yeah, why don't we order it?" And he's like, "I want you to make it." And I was like, "No, no, 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 no. I'll just order it." And he's like, "No, I want you to make it." I'm like, "No, not doing that." Right? The man may show love by fixing your car and mowing the lawn. And yeah, and he isn't a flower guy. Yeah, totally. Yeah, we have different ways. That whole love language, right? So powerful. So powerful.